Sagittarius, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Whew. You are hoping to find a strategy to heal something from the past. Be it a very old wound in which you've been picking at the scab, so to speak, or just to try and right a wrong. And it could even be righting a wrong to yourself. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be something for another person. But yeah, you're looking for a strategy to fix something. And it's not a recent thing or a current thing. This is something from your past you're trying to fix. So you fear sudden movements and quick change that lead to the fracturing of your ideas, of your plans, of yourself. How do I describe that better? So you're hoping to heal an old wound or right a wrong for yourself, by yourself. You know, this isn't dealing with other people. This is very much about you. But it's almost like recognizing that all of our experience weave together like a fabric. And if you were to remove just one experience, be it good or bad, you weaken the integrity of the entire fabric. Okay. So you kind of feel like if you don't handle this situation with time and care, you might gloss over the lessons that were intended to be embedded in the fabric that is you. So before you really close a chapter, before you end everything, before you make a sudden movement and poof, it's gone, you really want to make sure that you're extracting all the wisdom out of this as possible before you go ahead and let that old wound heal. So you're looking to heal something from your past, but you fear that it will alter your present and in turn hinder your future. If you don't take your time. The reality of the situation is that there was no equal footing in this union or contract that led to this difficult situation in the first place. So you yourself cannot be held 100% responsible. Is a portion of it your fault? Yes, because nobody gets out of a union or a contract. And I say it that way because it could be vocational. You know, you could be talking about a client. It could be financial. You could be talking about an investment or buying a house. But it can also be a personal relationship, friend, family member, or even romantic partner, right? And when two people or two energies are involved in something and they have an exchange for quite a while, nothing can be 100% the fault of one person or another. Okay, there's always little things that we can do better. So the reality of the situation is you were not the only person involved in this, so you are not the only person responsible. You may not have caused the wound, but you're assuming the responsibility for taking care of it. In the process of taking care of it, make sure you don't assume the responsibility for the wound in the first place. That's what I'm trying to say. Because ultimately, nobody's in this alone. Okay. This is about groupthink. In some cases, it's about reaching up to a higher power or an institution for assistance. But with these two together, what I'm getting is you are not alone in the situation, so you cannot be 100% at fault. So lean on your network a little bit, the people who you do trust and care for, and maybe they can offer you some guidance or insight onto this particular union that happened a while ago. This isn't something you're currently in, this is a past thing, and you have these old memories. So people in your tribe might be able to assist you in making sure that you don't take on the full responsibility of this, that you, in the process of caring for the wound, you don't assume the whole thing was your own fault. Whew. It's funny that I said things that way because the Ten of Wands is also the card that I like to reference as the burden of responsibilities. You see, because the other person isn't there to assist you in closure, you're taking it all on. You're trying to find the rhyme and the reason for the initial heartbreak in the first place. And then you're trying to resolve it on your own, and then you're trying to find forgiveness and closure on your own. And what I would say is great, find forgiveness and closure on your own. That's a really good and healthy thing to do. But sometimes remember that sometimes shitty people do shitty things, right? And sometimes people just make mistakes. And it's kind of important to know the difference. Because if you're going to find forgiveness and closure for yourself, you can't take on 100% responsibility of the situation because you'll only drain yourself of time and energy and emotion in trying to solve the puzzle when you're looking at it backwards. As I said, two people were involved in this. Only one person is trying to make things right, and that's fine. But in the process of caring for the wound, do not take responsibility for that initial cut. Because I have a feeling, Sagittarius, that that initial cut wasn't 100% your fault. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next time.